If you guys tuned in, then it's time for another exciting week of sports frenzy action. Hello, nation. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you've had a great week so far. It's been I keep saying this a lot, but this week seems like it's been really super busy. And it has been. But hey, well, no, I can't say hey because, as I say, the weather's looking up, but the weather hasn't looked up yet. It's been very cold this week. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. A little different format this week. Yes, as you'll notice, I'm not wearing a hat. So, in the comments sections of Sports Frenzy and stuff, I got actually some people have asked, some nation members have asked, hey coach, why do you wear a hat all the time? Well, it goes along with the sports look, sports show. So yeah, I usually wear a sports shirt of some kind and one of my hats, but I am totally making it different for you guys this week. You get to see me with the just the hair and the beard and my broke out my, this is my Fender guitar shirt, just for the people that wanted something a little different this week. Coach aims to please for those out there. Oh, and yes, I've got the beard growing right now, so I don't know how long that's going to last for. But yeah, usually, I don't know. My wife isn't a big fan of the beard, but I try to grow one every now and again just for the heck of it. Okay, so I hope everybody's had a great start to their week. Lots going on. We had a lot of sports action, both some good, some bad. As you guys will see in the extra video I will include this week, again, Coach Cole lost the challenge game again this week, which I had kind of been roped into, which was NASCAR action. So yes, pulled in on that one just a little bit. And so I lost, and I had to eat jalapeno tuna this week, which was 3 times worse than eating sriracha tuna. I'll take the sriracha tuna over jalapeno tuna any day. Okay, breaking. Let's go into last week's results for you guys. Out of my classroom, my Haviland friends over there, Jeremy, you won again, man. You got another big victory under your belt here. Jeremy got 20 out of the 30 available points. And then Ben stepping it up in the Haviland program, blowing everybody away with 23 out of the 30 points for them. I haven't tallied up our classroom ones yet, so you guys will just have to wait. My classroom will just have to wait for their results until you're watching the video. All right, let's get into the action last week. There was a lot of it, a lot of different games we covered. But starting off with NCAA basketball action we had for you guys. We had basketball action, sorry. So easily distracted. Wesleyan getting the victory over the Hillsdale Chargers 76-61. Indiana getting the upset and squeaker over MSU. Those burning couches must have been aflame that night. 63-62. We'll talk about that situation a little bit later. The mighty Michigan Wolverines getting it done against Maryland, 69-62. Gonzaga getting a huge win over St. Mary's Gales. 69-55 was your final there for Gonzaga. Moving into college hockey action, We had Michigan getting the win over Wisconsin. 5-4 was your final there. And here we go, guys. I gotta tell you, this one I totally dropped the ball on. Your Western Michigan and Miami game is actually being played this week. So that game's on the schedule again. I put the wrong week on. So everybody got a point for that game. That was my bad. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Sometimes when I'm putting out sheets, I get a little rushed or I get a little behind, and then I feel like I'm getting rushed, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get the sheets out. I usually try to proofread these things at least 3 times before I send them out, and so that was totally a bad mistake on my part, and I apologize. So everybody got a point for that game, and that game you'll see again on the sheets this week. Moving into NHL hockey action. Red Wings, man. Not good. They fell to the Coyotes 3-1. What a mess for the old Red Wings. And they say our coach is going to be back, so we'll see what happens. And then the St. Louis Blues got destroyed when they were working on their comeback. 5-2. Minor league hockey action. We had the Toledo Walleye falling to the Wheeling Nailers 5-2. And the Rockford Ice Hogs beating the Grand Rapid Griffins 5-4. Not a great weekend for our teams. Alliance football action. We had some great games. I'm telling you guys, again, I can't stress enough. If you haven't checked out Alliance football yet, what are you waiting for? It's football, man. And it's good football at that. There's a lot of young talent out there from teams that have been cut or didn't quite make the grade in the NFL. They're playing their hearts out in this league. And like I said, there's 5 different rules from the NFL. It's a little bit different. The main mega rule being that they don't have a kickoff. Whoever wins the coin toss, the ball starts on the 25-yard line. But you don't really notice. I mean, the action steps right up from there. So you don't really notice little things like that. I'm enjoying this league. I hope they have tons and tons of success. And I will continue to watch and support. Eventually, I'm going to get me an Alliance football shirt and hat, probably. But anyway, our first game this week was our Saturday games, and the Orlando Apollos continue to be undefeated as they win against the Salt Lake Stallions. 20-11 was your final score there. And the Memphis Express getting their first win of the season over the San Diego Fleet. 26-23 was your final score there. Then your Sunday games. Our first game was a squeaker of a victory for the San Antonio Commanders. But not only was this a squeaker win, this was a huge win because they beat the undefeated San Antonio Commanders beat the undefeated Birmingham Iron 12-11. And they were setting that up for the battle of 2 undefeated teams this week. There's only one undefeated team in the league now. But they're going to be. We'll talk about that game because it's on our schedule this week. And the congratulations to Denard Robinson and the Atlanta Legends getting their first victory of the season over the Arizona Hotshots. 14-11 was your final score there. We broke out the lacrosse action for you guys. And we had number 1 ranked Loyola, beating Holy Cross 19-15 was your final score there. The mighty Michigan Wolverines in lacrosse action getting the victory over the number 2 ranked St. John's. 16-11 was your final score there. Woohoo! Go Blue! Number 4 ranked Cornell getting the victory over University of Albany in a squeaker of a victory. 17-16 was your final score there. And we had Hiram getting the victory over the Adrian Bulldogs. 14-8 was your final there. As we talked about, and then last week too, college basketball back in action. Actually, baseball. College baseball back in action. And these games already count. Baseball is back in general, but we're still in like training and preseason for your pro teams. But college is in action and back at it, as our first game had the Birmingham Southern taking down our Adrian Bulldogs. 9-2 was your score there. And then you had Coach Gordy and his son's team, Hillsdale Chargers, falling to Bellarmine 12-2. Ouch. But the mighty Michigan Wolverines, they get the victory over the CSUN Matadors. 2-1 was your final there. Arizona State taking it to MSU 8-0. And Siena Heights getting the victory over Campbellsville 4-3. I figured this might happen, and it did. Olivet Nazarene takes on Lawrence Tech. At Lawrence Tech was canceled. Apparently it was too cold to play baseball. Everybody got a point for that game because the game was canceled. Western Michigan falls to South Florida. 9-6 was your final score there. And Eastern Michigan drops a game to the Texas A&M. 12-4 was your final in that game. And then NASCAR action. The game that cost me another challenge. Your number 1 winner was Joey Logano. Number 2 was Brad Kolowski. And number 3 was Kyle Busch, my guy. But, bottom line is, the first 3 racers, top 3 racers, first, second, and third place, if you had any one of those 3, you get a point for racing. But my guy came in third, so he lost to Mrs. Mapstone's guy. That cost me another challenge, and that's where I had to eat the tuna. And you guys will get to see that video. I will post it with these videos when we send these out. Also, just a reminder that, yes, you guys are all watching the show on Friday. Woohoo, Friday. We look forward to Fridays. Sports Frenzy Fridays. But I'm actually shooting the show on Wednesday night again, and that is partially right now so that I can make sure I'm free and catch Hoopsters games when I can. So shout out to my Hope Hoopsters. Let's hear it, you guys. But we can't just shout out to the Hope Hoopsters. We got to give a shout out to the whole entire supporting cast at the Hope Center. Come on, guys. Give a huge shout out for you guys. And I thank you all for your continued love and support over there. Miss and love you guys, and hope to see you all whenever I can. That is this week's shout out. All right. It's time to get into another exciting week of Sports Frenzy action. We are on Season 9, Episode 24, believe it or not, in the Ides of March. It's not there yet, but March Madness Selections begin for March Madness, March 17th. And that is, ironically, St. Patty's Day. And those that know me well also know it is the year the coach, that is the coach's birthday as well. I am a St. Patty's Day baby. All right, let's get started. We're starting off with men's college basketball action for you guys this week. And let's see if we can get this organized. So our games, our records are through Wednesday. Some of these might be slightly different by the time you watch the show, but shouldn't be too bad. Usually it's only between mostly one game, I think, difference. But our first game this week, we have Syracuse. Syracuse has 19 wins and 10 losses. Syracuse is on the road, and they are playing Clemson. Clemson has 17 wins and 12 losses. This tip-off for this game is 12 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch this game right on CBS, the regular CBS. So it's a regular televised game, CBS. Let's see. I have not pre-screened these, so I'm not sure who I'm going to go with. Syracuse Oranges or Clemson? Who do I want? And I've been terrible this year about looking up records of who these guys play. Because sometimes, you just need to look at things and see who they've played and what the records indicate as to which team you might want to go with. I don't know. For some reason or another, my gut is saying to go with Clemson for the victory. And I have no real true reason behind that, other than just that. Your second game this week, second college basketball game, we have Florida, the Florida Gators. They have 17 wins and 12 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 6th ranked Kentucky. Kentucky has 24 wins and 5 losses. Tip-off for this game is 2 p.m. Saturday, and you can also watch this game on CBS. That's right, regular TV for those who don't have cable. Get to see some good games. Number 6 Kentucky. Yeah. I'm going to go with the number 6th ranked Kentucky. Your third game this week is a rivalry game. I forgot to write that on there. Put it on there now. Rivalry game. It is we have Arizona State, 20 wins and 9 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against Arizona. Arizona has 17 wins and 13 losses. Tip-off for this game is 4 p.m. on Saturday. And you can watch this one on regular CBS as well. So there you go. I gave you guys, for those of you who don't have cable, I gave you 3 back-to-back-to-back college games you can watch. on regular TV. I am going to go with the Arizona Sun Devils for the victory. Arizona State Sun Devils, I should say. Sticking with the basketball theme this week, our next game is your first 3-point bonus game because it's your first 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody, now sing it with me. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. It is the number 4th ranked Duke. They have 25 wins and 4 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 3rd ranked North Carolina. North Carolina has 24 wins and 5 losses. This game tips off at 6 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch it on ESPN. Never been a huge Duke fan. I'm going to go with North Carolina for the victory. And just like that, we have back-to-back 3-point bonus games this week. That's right, your second 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. And this is a big one, folks. This game is huge this week because I believe so. It wasn't gonna. It was looking like going into this game, Michigan was going to be wide open to flat out win the Big Ten title. Well, I believe Purdue lost the other night. And that opened up another opportunity for the East Lansing Burning Couches. So this game, folks, this weekend is a rematch of a couple weeks ago of the challenge game that burnt me. So yes. I gotta look. I totally didn't look this up either. Let me check this real quick because this is wrong. The rankings are different because Burning Couches rankings went higher than Michigan. So let me check this out real quick for you guys. I want to make sure I got this all right. This is not the page I want. I gotta make a correction here for you guys. Where is... in our previous game, I didn't even realize this, and I guess I should have checked that out better, and I'm sorry about that. So North Carolina is ranked 5th now, just since I redid my sheets. And Duke is 3rd. So for correction for our previous game, Duke is at number 3 and North Carolina is number 5. Okay, Michigan is ranked higher than MSU now. All right, so going into this game, so we got that and that. All right, perfect. I got that set up for you guys now. So here we go for our second 3-point bonus game, and for the Big Ten Championship, we have the world's greatest college team. We're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines are ranked 7th in the nation. They have 26 wins and 4 losses. But they are traveling into the enemy territory, and they got to get through these smoke-filled couches to get to East Lansing. Your East Lansing burning couches are ranked 10th in the nation. They have 23 wins and 6 losses. This game is being played tips off at 8 p.m. Saturday, and you can bet you lots of people are going to be watching on ESPN to watch Little Redemption Game as the mighty number 7th ranked Michigan Wolverines get the job done this week. Go Blue! This is also Mapstone and I decided, since she got the worst of the stuff out of the way already, this was going to be a slime challenge this week. So if you haven't seen, I'm sure most of you did. If not, maybe I'll include it for you guys this week. My slime challenge video from last year features the talents of my sister and former co-worker, Kelsey, and she dumps the stuff on top of my head, so maybe I'll throw that video on there for you guys to see, to give you a little flashback of what this looks like. But you guys know who I got. Definitely Go Blue. Go Blue for life. Next up, we got some NBA action for you guys this week. I tried to get some... what I really try to do is, sometimes I don't always have games that are televised for you guys. This is what I tried to do this week, is find some teams that are televised. So that's why some of these teams, you're kind of... Well, I mean, 2 of the teams, you're going to be like, well, those are Cole's teams anyways. But moving along... We have our first NBA action game of the week is the mighty... Yeah, they're not doing... Well, they're not super mighty this year, but let's go with the Detroit Basketball. The Pistons, they are 31 wins, 31 losses. And they are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against what used to be one of their rivals. They're not very good this season. You got those Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have 18 wins and 46 losses. The tip-off for this game is Friday night, 7 p.m., and you can see this game on FSD. And I'm going to go with Detroit basketball. That's right, your Detroit Pistons get the victory this week. And your next game is, I didn't put that one on here either, but we can write it in right now. This is a rivalry game from way back in the day. I think the rivalry has kind of burnt out over the years, but these guys for many, 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 many years were rivals. And even though there was some amazing friendships, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird became very good friends, they still, in their very competitive basketball ways, wanted to beat the pants off each other. And you say, Coach, my goodness, get over it. Those guys haven't played basketball in years. Well, I'm sorry, but those were the golden years of basketball, some of the great years of NBA action. And even I'm hyping this up as a rivalry. I just don't think the rivalry's there anymore. We have the Boston Celtics. They have 38 wins and 26 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Rogers' LA Lakers. The LA Lakers have 30 wins and 33 losses. You guys all know me. You know my love for Larry Bird and the legends, former legends. Well, not former legends, but all the legends and all the history that the great Boston Celtics have. I've got the Boston Celtics for the victory. And your final this game tips off at 8:30 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch it on CBS. And your final NBA game this week, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers have 40 wins and 23 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Houston Rockets. The Rockets have 38 wins and 25 losses. Tip-off for this game is Friday night, 8 p.m. on ESPN. I really have no love for either one of these teams. So I'm just saying 76ers. No real true reason behind it. That's just who I'm going with. Moving into college hockey action for you guys. Again, we have the world's greatest college. You guys know who I'm talking about. That's right, the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue! Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! They have 13 wins, 14 losses, and 7 overtime losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against Minnesota. Minnesota has 16 wins, 15 losses, and 4 overtime losses. The puck drops on this game at 6 p.m. On the cable network, it's FSD Plus. So there's some additional cable channels out there that you can get to watch this game. You guys know who I got. Go Blue! Mighty Michigan Wolverines. And oh my goodness, believe it or not, yes, this game is actually really going to be played this week. Really this time. I'm not lying. This game is going to go down for real. That's right. You may remember this game from last week when it didn't exist. We have Western Michigan. Western Michigan has 18 wins, 13 losses, and 1 overtime loss. And they are traveling to that Miami University down below. They have 11 wins, 17 losses, and 4 overtime losses. And I promise you this is really a true game this time. The puck drops for this game at 7:35 p.m. It is not a televised game, but you can listen to it on the Broncos Radio Network. And that is usually through, you can go to the website, Western Michigan's website, and listen, or you can usually type in Western Michigan Broncos on the TuneIn In radio channel or radio app, depending if you use it on your phone, your computer, however you use it. And it should be on there. You should be able to pull it up right on that. With that being said, I've got Western Michigan for the victory. NHL hockey action this week. We have the struggling Detroit Red Wings. The Detroit Red Wings have 23 wins, 33 losses, and 9 overtime losses. Now, some of you might be wondering why I put this game on here. Because by the record, it doesn't look so good for the Red Wings. They are traveling to and playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning this week. Tampa Bay Lightning has 50 wins, 12 losses, and 4 overtime losses. Do you still believe in your Red Wings? Did you ever believe in your Red Wings? I still believe in the Red Wings. I'm going with the Detroit Red Wings for the victory this week. Minor league hockey action, not college. Minor league college action. What we mean is minor league hockey action is what I really wanted to say. Your first game this week, we have the Toledo Walleye. They have 33 wins, 15 losses, 5 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Fort Wayne Comets. The Comets come in with 26 wins, 20 losses, and 3 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, and you can also view this on ECHL.TV, and they have pay-per-view feeds over there. Now, last week we went over there and checked it out. Somewhere around a little over $100 or so for a season pass. And that opens you up for the entire ECHL. So that means you can watch any games you want. Or they have different packages that come down. Oh, excuse me. Different packages, and you can get just an exclusive Toledo Walleye package, but that is only like $10 cheaper per year. So you go on there, just explore it, check it out, see for yourselves, decide what package looks best for you, and then you can decide whether you want to watch all the minor league games or if you just want to see the walleye. So for today's victory, I've got the Toledo Walleye. Your next minor league hockey game is the Grand Rapid Griffins. They are 31 wins, 17 losses, 5 overtime losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Iowa Wild. The Wild have 30 wins, 17 losses, and 7 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 7 p.m. on Friday. And you can view this on the AHL network with pay-per-view fees. I haven't gone on and explored this one yet, so that one you guys will have to check out on your own. But you guys also know who I've got. I've got the Grand Rapid Griffins for the victory. All right, it's week 5 of Alliance football. Are you guys watching? You got to. Alliance football is awesome. It's some great stuff. I'm digging this. I've said that. I can't keep saying that enough. Our first game this week is the undefeated 4 wins and 0 losses, the Orlando Apollos. Yes, they are legitimate and for real. They have been dominating and doing a great job. They're playing a team, they're traveling to and playing against the Birmingham Iron, who as of last week were undefeated, but they were taken down last week. They have 3 wins and 1 loss. Game time for this, start time for it will be 2 p.m. Saturday. And you can watch this, folks, on TNT, the TNT network. Yes, TNT will be broadcasting this game between the Orlando Apollo and the Birmingham Iron. Birmingham, both these teams are really good. I got to go with the undefeated team, though. Go with the Orlando Apollos. Could be a good game to watch. You're a second Alliance football game this week. Is the Salt Lake Stallions. The Salt Lake Stallions have 1 win and 3 losses. 1 win, 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the San Diego Fleet. The San Diego Fleet has 2 wins and 2 losses. I am going to go with the Salt Lake Stallions continuing their role. Game time for this is 8 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch this on the NFL Network. The NFL Network is carrying a lot of these games because they're not technically affiliated with the Alliance Football League, but they're keeping a very close eye on things that happen in Alliance Football. So those are your two Saturday games. Your Sunday games, we have the 0 wins and 4 losses, the Memphis Express. The Memphis Express, 0 wins, 4 losses. I already said that. They are traveling to and playing against Denard Robinson and the Atlanta Legends, who got their first win last week. Congratulations to them. And have 3 losses. Game time for this one is... That's not an 8 p.m. game. It's a 4 p.m. game. I messed that up for you guys. It's a 4 p.m. game. 4 p.m. Sunday, and you can watch that game on CBS Sports. And I'm going for Atlanta Legends to get their second win. Denard Robinson picked up his game this week and looked really, really good, guys. They had a lot of success with him. So bravo to Denard Robinson, Shoelace, coming back into action. All right, your last Alliance Football League game. We have the San Antonio Commanders. 2 wins, 2 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Arizona Hotshots. They also have 2 wins and 2 losses. This could have easily been a 3-point bonus game this week, but it is not. Game time is 8 p.m. And I got that as a Sunday game. It is not a Saturday game. It's a Sunday game. This is what I get for not checking my work. Sunday game. And you can watch it on the NFL Network. I like both these teams, but I think I'm going to go with the San Antonio Commanders for the victory. All right, I didn't put as many lacrosse games on here this week, but the lacrosse games I do have, of course, feature we have the number 4 ranked Yale. They have 2 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest college team. You guys know who that is by now. Go Blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue. The Go Blue Boys have 3 wins under their belt and 1 loss. Game time is 1 p.m. Sunday, and you can watch this game, but it's in a weird spot. It's going to be under YouTube, and the actual website you can watch it under is something I'd never heard of before, but it's called lacrossefire.tv. So that is the YouTube channel you're looking for. And you'll be able to watch this game. You guys know who I've got. I'm going with the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. They've already taken down one ranked team. They can take down another. Go Blue. And then a little more local, a little more homish, but not playing really good right now. We have the Adrian Bulldogs. They have 0 wins and 3 losses. And I was missing some of my logos tonight, so always have a backup plan. We have the Baron Franciscan. They have 0 wins and 1 loss. This is the week I feel like Michigan gets it done. Adrian gets it done. Going with the Adrian Bulldogs for your victory on that one. I didn't put as many lacrosse games or baseball games on this week because we also have a WWE pay-per-view that we will be talking about in just a minute as soon as I can talk again. But first, college baseball action. Again, we have the Adrian Bulldogs. They have 1 win and 1 loss. And they are traveling to and playing against, I'm going to butcher this name, Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe has 4 wins and 7 losses. I don't care what Oglethorpe's record is. I'm going with Adrian for the victory. I forgot to tell you this. First pitch for this baseball game is 5 p.m. Friday, and unfortunately it's not a televised game. But you can go to the Adrian website, I believe. I have no idea what that is right now. But you can go there. And there might be a way to stream their games. I'm not 100% sure on that. There might be, though. Sometimes they put these games on YouTube and things like that, so I don't know. But yeah, do a little research on your own on that one. And hey, you can let the coach know if you do it. Next up, again, we have Coach Gordy and his son and the Hillsdale Chargers. Hillsdale has 3 wins and 2 losses. They're on the road this week. They're going to be playing Davenport. Davenport has 7 wins and 3 losses. I don't care who it is. I support the Hillsdale Chargers and Coach Gordy and the boys. This game is first of 4 games against Davenport. It's not a televised game. I believe, I forgot to write down time, I believe it was 12 p.m. is when the time started. I apologize to anybody who wanted to know who doesn't see the time on there. All right, and then your final college baseball game this week. Who else would we have but the world's greatest college? That's right, we're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. They have 8 wins. Go Blue. And 2 losses. Go Blue. And they are traveling to and playing against the number 2 ranked UCLA. Oh, and I missed UCLA. I was not able to get a record for them, but let's see if we can get it now. UCLA baseball. All right. UCLA's record is 9 wins and 2 losses. This would have been another good game for a 3-point bonus game, but I felt the other games were better. First pitch for this game is 6 p.m. Friday, and it is not a televised game. But you guys know who I got. Go Blue! Hail to the victors! Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! All right, guys. We have a Sunday night WWE pay-per-view, and it is Fastlane. Sometimes these pay-per-views are good, sometimes they're not. Fastlane, as Jamie and I have talked about over the years, horrible, horrible name for a pay-per-view. But hey, what do we know? So the matches I have picked for you guys. Our first match is for the WWE Championship. We have the current champion, the new Daniel Bryan, taking on the returned, just coming off an injury, Kevin Owens. Fight Owens, fight. Owens is an awesome guy. I really like him. I'd like to see him take the title from Daniel Bryan. I'm not 100% heartfelt convinced that's going to happen. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens with the victory anyway. Your next match I have for you from Fastlane is for the Women's Championship. The Women's Championship, so Ronda Rousey was the Women's Champion. She vacated the title because they would not let her wrestle. They suspended Becky Lynch and wasn't going to let Ronda Rousey wrestle her. Well, in a silly, goofy storyline, they have brought back Becky Lynch from her 90-day suspension. All charges and everything were dropped against her for things she's been doing. And she will be facing Charlotte Flair. Sorry, I guess I could show you guys a picture here. Becky Lynch takes on Charlotte Flair for the vacated Women's Championship. I think they're honestly working on trying to get Charlotte up to as many titles as her dad. I'm going with Ronda Rousey's going to come interfere in the match, setting up a 3-way dance at WrestleMania. I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair for the victory. But my scenario is I don't think anybody's going to win the title. I have a feeling that Ronda Rousey's going to interfere, and this match is going to carry over to WrestleMania with the title still being vacated. That's just my thoughts on it. And your final Fastlane match that I chose for you guys is the reunited Shield with a fully healthy Roman Reigns now returning to wrestling, taking on Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. They're promoting this as a one-night only return to the Shield. I've got to go with the Shield for the victory. All right, that wraps up your picks part of the show. As we do every week, or try to do every week, we're going to shoot on over to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page and check out and see what some of the headlines are this week. You can always ask to be a member of Sports Frenzy, especially the Facebook page. Just get on there, hit the request button. I usually look at them as quickly as I possibly can for you guys and get you approved rather quickly for the Sports Frenzy page. Or you can also reach out to us through our Twitter feed at Sports Frenzy 1. And if you just want to watch the video again and you don't want to deal with any of that nonsense, you can go to Coach Co Sports Frenzy 1 YouTube page. And that'll have this video for you guys once again. All right. Let's go to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page right now and see what info we have for you guys this week. We already covered that the Michigan State game this week will be for the Big Ten title. The Detroit Tigers have been busy. They've been sending people to their different organizations. Here's some of the guys that will currently be moving to the minor league. It doesn't say exactly which minor league camps they'll be going to for the Tigers. But we have Casey Mize, Eduardo Jimenez, Eduardo Paredes, and Dao Lugo. Moving these guys to minor league positions has made it so there is 55 players left in the big league camp. Former Michigan Wolverine Ty Law has been named the honorary captain for the Michigan's 2019 homecoming game. Congratulations to him. Our heartfelt condolences go out to WWE legend King Kong Bundy's family. He passed away at the age of 61. So in lacrosse action, we have this guy named Tehoka Nadikoke. He was suspended indefinitely by the NCAA just for posting some strings that he is using or likes on his Instagram page. Apparently that's against the rules or something. I'm not sure how that works. But he's been suspended for using a certain strings, which they kind of looked at as an endorsement, I guess. Jack White is helping save the former home of the Detroit Stars. That's right. He is putting money towards Hamtramck Stadium to help restore that. So what a wonderful thing there. There's a new old stadium that we're not going to lose due to somebody's greed. Looks like Joe Louis Arena is going to finally be coming down soon. But there won't be no big explosion or anything. The place has already pretty much been gutted of everything. They're going to start working on the inside, and then you might eventually see them get to the outside. Our heartfelt condolences go out to Detroit Red Wings legend Ted Lindsay. He passed away at the age of 93. I haven't read this story yet, but apparently, see if I can pull it up real quick here. Illinois Fighting Illini are pitching a new mascot and logo. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's been over a decade since the University of Illinois decided to retire Chief Illyweg, the official school's official mascot and logo. So Illinois hasn't been represented by a mascot for years. Are you ready for this? They are coming up with a new one. That's right. It will be Alma Otter. That's original. It's going to be the Fighting Illini's new logo, or new mascot. You can read more about that on our website. Big Ten hockey action tournament is going to be coming up before too long. In fact, first round action begins this weekend, I believe. You'll have Notre Dame, number 2 ranked Notre Dame, taking on number 7th ranked Michigan State. And, I didn't even know this. That Minnesota-Michigan game is also Big Ten hockey action continuing on. And you also have number 4 ranked Penn State taking on number 5 ranked Wisconsin. So that is for the Big Ten hockey tournament. In somewhat breaking news, it's a little old now, the wrestling program Major League Wrestling, former wrestling great Jim Cornette has joined the broadcast team there. So congratulations to him. Bryce Harper will be wearing number 3 for the Philadelphia Phillies. And he says that's going to be out of respect for the late Ray Halladay. I wanted to give a shout out to all the wrestlers who placed at state individuals this past weekend and week. Shout out to all of them. A big shout out specifically to Cole Mapes, who placed 5th at Camden Frontier. He is the son of one of my brother's friends who he used to wrestle with, and also Hudson Sideline reporter. He is related to Hudson Sideline reporter Rich Hallowell. So just a special shout out to him and his accomplishments this year in wrestling. There's a lot of action going on in the XFL. A lot of coaches being named and places being set up for that. So if you want to find out more information on all things Sports Frenzy related materials, just go to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page, or ask to be a member if you're not already. We're at about an hour and 11 minutes, so I think that's a long enough show for you guys already this week, as I continue to try and not make them super, super long. But I just want to say a special shout out and thank you to all you guys once again for continuing to support the show and being with us each and every week for the adventures of Sports Frenzy. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everybody. Get out there and enjoy your weekend and watch some games, whatever you like to do. Catch some Alliance football. It's some good stuff. Be well, everybody, and we'll see each other again back here next week around the same time. I'm the coach, and I'm out. Until next week. Take care, everybody.